Most people plan a vacation with savings. Billionaires? They build entire experiences around their desires with no limits. Today, we'll walk through a week of billionaire living, and by the end, you'll know the shocking total cost. In this immersive journey, we explore what it actually costs to live like a billionaire for just 1 week. And no, it's not about checking into a 5-star hotel or buying designer clothes. It's about the complete orchestration of power, access, privacy, and indulgence. The kind of week that redefines luxury altogether. If you're fascinated by the insane luxuries of the ultra-rich, leave a comment and tell us, what kind of billionaire comparisons or outrageous luxury items do you want to see next? We might feature your idea in the next video. The experience begins with your arrival, not through the chaos of a commercial airport, but via a private aviation terminal, the kind reserved only for royalty, presidents, and the ultra-rich. A Gulfstream G650 is already waiting on the tarmac. Its exterior glimmers in the early morning sun as you step aboard, greeted with chilled champagne and interiors upholstered in hand-stitched leather. This isn't flying, it's floating on air. Every detail is customized. Your favorite vintage of wine, on-board catering by a Michelin-starred chef, and a crew that knows your preferences before you say a word. You're flying from New York to the Maldives, or perhaps the Seychelles, in absolute silence and comfort. The round-trip price? Anywhere from $160,000 to $220,000, depending on extras like in-air internet, gourmet meals, and landing rights at exotic private airstrips. And that's just transportation. When you land, there's no customs queue, no crowds. Instead, you're greeted by name and escorted to a private boat that whisks you away to a villa on Laukala Island in Fiji or Cheval Blanc Ranheli in the Maldives. Your accommodations aren't just luxurious, they're unthinkable. A sprawling beachfront estate with its own infinity pool, spa pavilion, personal chef, and staff. The villa opens directly onto a pristine shoreline with no neighbors for miles. You decide whether you want the windows open to the sea breeze or close the pipe in your favorite music. One night in this kind of property ranges from $50,000 to $100,000. Let's split the difference and say $70,000. For 6 nights, $420,000, just for the space you sleep in. Of course, you're not staying in the villa all week. Billionaires crave motion. So, on your 3rd day, it's time for the open sea. You board a vessel like the MY Flying Fox or MY Azam, floating cities that redefine the word yacht. Think helipads, onboard wellness centers, jacuzzis, cinemas, and personal gyms. You spend a day sailing across turquoise waters, swimming in coral reefs with a private marine biologist, and dining al fresco as a personal butler pours Dom Perignon over ice. A full day on one of these yachts? Around $500,000 to $1 million, depending on the season and size of the crew. We'll keep it modest, $600,000 for the day. The following day is about indulgence of a different kind, shopping, but not like most know it. You're chauffeured in a Rolls-Royce Cullinan to meet a personal stylist flown in from Paris. The boutiques in Milan, London, or Dubai are cleared just for you. No lines, no racks. Everything has already been hand-selected. You browse custom watches from Patek Philippe, limited edition fashion pieces from Dior and Hermes, and experimental pieces from under-the-radar designers you discovered at an art gala last spring. A few hours and you've casually spent between $200,000 and $400,000, say $300,000, on wearable statements of power. Lunch is not an afterthought. A rooftop in Santorini, a pop-up dining experience in a villa in Tuscany, or a floating table on a pool lit with candles. Wherever you are, a Michelin-starred chef has already prepared your favorite dishes. A single dining experience like this? At least $10,000 and worth every bite. By now, you've traveled, indulged, acquired. But billionaires also know that the body is the real asset. So day 5 is for restoration. A private wellness retreat awaits. You begin with sunrise yoga, led by a top-tier instructor, followed by a customized detox treatment. Then cryotherapy, lymphatic drainage massages, and a series of DNA-personalized nutrition consultations. Gold-infused facial treatments, sound therapy, and a zero-gravity flotation chamber complete the process. Throughout the day, fresh organic meals are served that are as scientifically perfect as they are visually stunning. This experience isn't just luxury, it's next-level biohacking. For a single day of total rejuvenation like this, around $50,000 to $70,000. Call it $60,000 for the package. Before we continue with our list, I would like you to know that this channel is just getting started, and what's coming in next videos will blow your mind. From cars more expensive than private jets to rare luxury items only the world's wealthiest have ever seen, we're taking you deep inside the billionaire lifestyle. So if you want a front row seat to a world of outrageous comparisons, elite services, and the most exclusive luxuries on earth, subscribe now and join us on this journey into pure extravagance. As your billionaire week begins to wind down, the experiences escalate. On day 6, a private helicopter picks you up from your villa's landing pad. You're flown to a remote glacier or mountaintop lodge where a pop-up dining experience has been curated just for you. From there, it's off to a private vineyard in the south of France, closed to the public, where you taste a bottle of 1961 Chateau Latour valued at $30,000. A string quartet plays while the winemaker tours you through his cellar. On return, a master perfumer awaits, flown in from Grasse, to help you create your own signature scent, never to be bottled again. These aren't vacation extras. These are lifestyle staples for the elite. The total for a day like this, easily $250,000. Now it's the final evening. Time to say goodbye with style, but not quietly. You host a private celebration at your villa. Not just a party, an experience. Celebrity performers, a private DJ from Ibiza, a chef team from Noma or 11 Madison Park, flown in just for tonight. Custom lighting, immersive sound, champagne towers, drone fireworks over the ocean. Your guests, CEOs, supermodels, Hollywood A-listers, arrive by private jet or helicopter. Some stay the night in guest villas you've reserved. Others return to their own jets afterward. The event is perfectly orchestrated. A dream wrapped in silk and set on fire. The cost? At least $500,000. Could be more. And now we total it up. Private jet travel, $180,000. Luxury island accommodations for 6 nights, $420,000. Superyacht charter, $600,000. High-end shopping and couture experience, $300,000. Wellness day, $60,000. Helicopter plus ultra luxury experience day, $250,000. Private party, $500,000. That brings the total cost of this 7-day billionaire fantasy to approximately $2.3 million. And remember, this estimate doesn't include security, tipping private staff, insurance, surprise expenses, or extending the trip. It also doesn't include the value of the time and discretion of the teams who make it all happen behind the scenes. For many billionaires, this is not extravagant. It's normal. It's just how they live. So, if you've ever wondered how much it costs to live like a billionaire for 1 week, now you know. The number is breathtaking, yes, but what's even more surreal is how effortlessly it flows when you operate in a world where every detail is designed to disappear in your favor. It's not just about luxury, it's about frictionless existence. No interruptions, no limits, no waiting. Every moment bought back with wealth. And that's the real price of living like a billionaire. If you had $2.3 million to spend in 7 days, what would you do? Let us know in the comments, and your answer might inspire our next video. And don't forget, if you like extreme luxury and following the world of the super rich, subscribe to the channel. Here, the impossible is just the beginning. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!